first time I went to practice and touched the ball, I was like, this is what I want to do with my life.
The quarterback for Ironton, Tayden Carpenter, faces a different challenge. He was born deaf.
I didn't lose it all at first. I lost some of it, and then I completely lost it all when I was 2. And I got surgery that following 2 months, and they did surgery and they had to cut open my head and put like a magnet in it.
2 exactly is a landmark age to where if you're going to lose it completely, you lose it. So he woke up, it was about a week before Christmas, and he lost it completely.
The battle to get insurance to cover a cochlear implant was slow. The wait led Tayden's speech to slowly deteriorate, but one word remained.
The very last word, his last word he could say was ball, but it was bah. So we remembered he lost mom and dad way before that, but he could say bah.
Once Tayden got a cochlear implant, he started school. He was part of the first class to attend the L program at Marshall University, a program created to help deaf and hard of hearing kids to learn to listen and speak. But the work extended outside of the classroom. His sister Tegan constantly pushed him.
Well, my mom would tell me I was like his speech therapist. If he would say a word wrong, I'd correct him, and I still do. If he says something wrong, he gets mad at me when I do it, but he says like a lot of words wrong, so I just tell him when how to say them right.
What is their name? Tayden.
I don't think she realizes how much she's helped me. Throughout the years, she probably would never know how much she really did help me, but there's times that I did get mad when she helped me say words right, but at the end of the day, I just realized that she did that because she was trying to help me.
He also found help within his community and his football team.
I mean, the people that I played with, they opened their arms and welcomed me into the game. It was just a cool experience. I mean, they obviously didn't have to do that, and they probably would have thought I was like an odd person. But I just kind of after that first game, I just showed them I can play. So I was kind of I can play with y'all. So it was just cool, and they all been accepting. And from that day forward, it was just kind of they were all welcoming. So it was a real nice feeling.
While being deaf has many disadvantages, Tayden has been able to use it to gain an upper hand.
It helps a lot. It's kind of, really no noise fazes me in the games. I hear a lot of noise, but when I take off the ear, it just completely changes for me. It's quiet, it's no outside noise. I just focus on what I see. So I kind of say that being deaf was hard, but at the same time I feel like it helped my eyesight, just seeing more than what I see.
So really from junior high on, as the game kind of evolved, it's been probably perfect for him. He probably loves it because it's literally very little talking, and I think that's probably why he likes sports so much too. I think it's in his element. You don't have to work so hard to hear people, understand stuff. You just get to see and then react. So,
of all the players Tayden has had to look up to, there was one in particular that pushed him to keep going. Cole Fremont, a former player at Eastern Beaver High School.
Well, because we're kind of much alike, because we both have an implant. We're deaf, and we both like football, and that's when he's wanted to look for somebody just like me to want to look up. I never had any spares like Katie House to be able to look up the football player who's deaf, because there wasn't any deaf football player around here.
I didn't really think there was anybody else that kind of played football that was deaf. So I kind of was I don't know if I want to keep doing it, because I feel like there was felt odd that I was in there. And then their family actually texted us and said that we should come to more games, and I was like, of course I wanted to. So I was really excited. Kind of felt like it was a big moment for me. I felt like I met my idol, and I was just walking in there, and I talked to him after the game. It was just cool to have somebody that was like me. So it kind of pushed me, inspired me more. So it was a cool feeling.
And now Tayden has his sights set on where his journey with hearing loss all began, Marshall University.
I never really went to practice or a game and thought, this ain't fun. I've always loved it. So, and anything with doing it, even when I was in middle school, if I didn't play, I would do ball boy. I had to do something with the football team, so I knew I was always wanting to do that.
For Gridiron Glory, I'm Chloe Gee-Workman.